Hello everybody. So I'm just going to show you my ants while I teach you more about ants. Yeah. So I'm going to be teaching you about ants because in my YouTube channel I haven't really talked about ants themselves. Here I go. Ants are insects. If you get rid of all of the microorganisms in the world except for cells and stuff, then 20% of life on earth would be ants. And ants are the most social thing on earth. But ants are considered pests for some people, sadly. Every time you step on an ant on purpose, you would think that it is just one ant, one little ant. What is the difference? Well, you're wrong. The ant probably has done more work than you have done in your life. So some of you might ask, why ants? There are a lot of other things that you could be interested in. To be honest, when I was young, I hated ants. They were so annoying and disgusting. But if you learn more about them, you will like them more. First, let's talk about an ant's life cycle. When I say life cycle, I don't mean the life cycle of one ant. I'm talking about the life cycle of a colony. When the whole colony gets to a big size, they will be able to hunt live prey, for example, birds, rodents, crickets, cockroaches, and they can actually raid other colonies. By doing that, they can actually raid other colonies, meaning they can go to war with other colonies and kill their workers for food and steal the brood to eat them. Brood is short form way for eggs, pupa, larva. So they can raid other colonies. By doing that, they will have more protein, and the queen or queens will be able to lay two different eggs: the alate egg and the drone egg. The queen will lay more than one of these eggs. The two eggs will go through the same life cycle of a worker ant, but when they hatch from their pupa, they will have wings. So when the time comes, all of the drones and alates will go out of the nest, and the workers will help them get as high as possible, and then they will take off. While they fly, the alates will search for drones that are the same species but different colonies, while the drones look for the alate that is the same species but different colony. So when the alate and drone meet in mid-air, they will mate. In mid-air. Yeah. They will mate in mid-air. Sounds quite dangerous, but they actually do it. Maybe some species don't, some species do. After they mate, the drone will die. This is just a fact, but alates are female, and all the worker ants are female too. The drones are the only male ants. And you know how for humans, males get better jobs and get higher pays? Last time, not now, than the females last time. But for ants, it's the complete opposite. All the drones do is mate and die. Okay, so let's get back to the alates. After they mate with as many drones as they want, the alates can mate with as many drones as they like. After that, they will fly around, try to find a suitable place to make a nest. Once they have found a place to make a nest, they will land. Then they will dig a small chamber in the ground. The chamber will be where the queen starts a colony. At this point, the alate would have shed off her wings. This part of the life cycle is called the founding stage, where the queen starts laying her first batch of eggs. You might be wondering, how does the larval stage of an ant get food? And you also might be wondering, if the queen can't leave the nest because it's too dangerous, then how do they get their food? Well, ants eat food. The food goes to two stomachs. The normal stomach, the personal stomach, and the social stomach. The normal stomach is like any other stomach, but the social stomach is way different. So an ant eats some food and put some of the food in its social stomach. So when it puts some food in its social stomach and its normal stomach. One for itself, some food for itself, and some food for you see later. So some in its social stomach, some in its personal stomach. So when it finds one of the workers from her colony, she does a mouth-to-mouth action called trophallaxis, where the worker with more food in their social stomach will regurgitate the food out of the social stomach and into the other worker's mouth. Kinda like birds. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I think part 2 is coming soon. So yeah. Keep alert for that video. Probably going to make it in the same day. So I might not explain quite good because I'm 9 years old. So I don't explain that well. And I'm reading from a book that I wrote. So the English might not be that good. I wrote this book for kind of like a notebook, but I pretend I'm telling it to someone. So I told it to you guys. So yeah, that's it for the video. Goodbye.